Hello, and welcome to another episode of No Name Reactions. My name is Ricky, along with, of course, the constant co-host Manny Canales.
Decided.
And joining with us today for this episode, we have Arturo, who has been an occurring guest on the No Name podcast and is joining us for the
I've
first
been in
time.
hiatus, some Hunter x Hunter references.
Yeah. He's joining us today for this No Name Reaction, as we are going to be talking about Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, the newest Marvel Studios movie that just came out September 3rd this year.
Now, how
Um,
did you pronounce that?
huh?
Now, how did you pronounce that?
Is it Shang-Chi or Shang-Chi? I always say
It,
either or.
it's Shang-Chi, yeah.
Shang-Chi? Okay. I
Not
say
Shang-Chi.
I say it
Say
either way.
Shang-Chi, it's wrong. It's
I, s-
Shang-Chi.
I say it either way and all that stuff, and it's just like I just like if whoever catches me, hopefully, okay, cool. Or we can
It's
just
Sean,
Or we just call him,
actually.
I was just gonna say, like, or we can just call him Sean. Or we can just call him Sean.
Sean and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Oh, this Sean. Yeah.
That sounds like an absolute banger, dude. Sean and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
For those
I'd
for
watch
those
that.
for those who don't know, you can always catch us also on the
Shawn
No Name
Mendes.
Podcast, which is every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time here on YouTube, uh, and other audio podcast services. Let's get this. Shang-Chi?
Shang-Chi,
Sean.
yeah.
Okay.
Sean. We'll just call him Sean.
And the Legend of the Ten Rings came out on September 3rd, 2021, directed by Dustin Daniel Cretton, and lead actor Simi Yu, as of course the lead character in the game movie. I say game.
I think it's Simu. I think.
Simu Lu.
I think it's Simu Lu. Yeah. I
Simu.
think.
I'm not
If
even
I
trying to
was
pronounce
looking
it.
at the interviews correctly.
Yeah. Uh, Here it has now posted the third best opening day during the pandemic, 29 points, just behind 29. Feasibly to be the biggest Labor Day opening weekend of all time, with 75 to 85 million projected.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Summer
Well,
just ended. We didn't have no breaks in August. And then, boom, Labor Day.
then also this is also the first Marvel Studios movie that is being released exclusively in theaters, as if the previous one, Black Widow, was both released in theaters and on Disney Plus via Premiere Access. Everything, and look how that one went. Uh, unfortunately,
Lawsuit.
Unfortunately.
I thought it went pretty good. I liked the story.
No, I'm not talking about not story wise. I meant financial wise.
Oh man.
But yeah, I will start with our reoccurring guest Arturo and ask how is your thoughts on the movie? Non spoilers first, Manny
So
particularly.
All right. All right. All the
I
spoilers. All the spoilers.
all the spoilers got it. So crazy, right? Not no, but I really personally really enjoyed the movie and everything. I enjoy like martial arts movies, and I really did enjoy the fact that it wasn't just like all like mythical or just powers. Like we actually got to see martial arts and crap, and I like sick. That's my personal take on it. Acting is pretty good too. Visuals pretty nice, and then obviously music was on point too.
Manny.
Music was dope as hell. Uh, Fight scenes were well choreographed. I liked it, that train. The train scene we see in the trailer. Um, that was cool. That was spoiled by the trailer, so I can say that. I thought it was really cool. The shots were nice. Like the camera was nice. The camera shots, I should say. Like it was flowy. It wasn't like all cut up and stuff. It was shot really well. Um, the lighting was really cool. The lights and the set pieces were really cool. Acting was on point. Yeah, I recommend going see this. It's dope as hell.
I love when Manny reacts. Gives his reactions. It's so what's the word I'm looking for? Majestic.
Yep.
Majestic.
just like the
Like
main character.
Sean.
like Sean, of course. Um, I will immediately say this is before I second viewing of this seeing this again.
Oh,
Um,
same here.
this is definitely top 10. Um, definitely one of the most better origin stories of a character in the for uh, of course the fighting. I love the fighting in this everything. It's I say already exceeded my expectations from this because I always thought the best fighting out of all the MCU is from Soldier. So that's a high. I consider that a very high bar based off that. The actors in all these in this whole movie is amazing. The story of brought some twists that I didn't expect from on certain spots, and I enjoyed every single bit of them
Mhm.
for
You
that
meet
stuff.
Mephisto.
Trying not to trying not to spoil. Trying not to spoil.
Yeah.
And I say everything about it. I say the third act did feel. I will say the third act did feel a little loose and not and all that stuff. There, it had some points. It had some spots where it was like, okay, I don't know if it's taking a little bit too long. But overall, the movie's is amazing. I love it. And I'm excited for the future of the MCU, especially after how everything went. For that stuff and everything, and of course, Simu Liu, if I'm saying the name right, apologies again. Uh, was born to play this role and everything. Was born to play this role. Yeah, I'll say that. Um, he was that Aquafina. Her role in this was amazing as Katie, and then everyone, of course, the everyone else is just
Oh yeah.
um for all that. I guess we can jump spoiler since spoiler. We done our non-spoiler thoughts. If you are watching this and you have not seen the movie, you better stop watching the video right now. See the movie, come back and see. This is your warning because we're starting spoilers, and this is going to be starting like in an open forum. So pretty much how anyone can start, anyone can say. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Spoilers have begun.
So
On
did
the
he
dark
see
desert
Super Coach, right?
highway, cool wind in my hair, warm shells of
Like,
Khalid.
I hope we don't get copyright claim for that, but okay. Yes, the I say the winner of the movie is of course Hotel California.
Oh yeah. Confuses the enemy.
It confuses the enemy exactly. And all that stuff. Manny, what is your one? I want to say this now because since we're now in sports territory, I was gonna ask it during the non-sport, but I was like, nah, I won't. What is your one con about this movie?
Oh, unrealistic vehicle behavior. Uh, so the flow, the suspension, the body roll that the vehicles have are somewhat realistic to some points, and then not realistic in some points as well. Like the stops, the turns, they're not always that realistic. And also they use an electric vehicle. Uh, Razor Fist or Razor Fisted, whatever his name is he has an electric vehicle. That's a con. Uh, Other than that, awesome movie. Awesome.
Razor fist,
So,
yes.
isn't that his name? What's his name?
No, it's fine. That was right. That was right.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
I'm just like saying this for the fact that's like, I kid you not, on the way home after the movie. No, it was during the movie, and it's like it's the scene when it's like they go into the tunnel and everything into Talau and all that stuff, and I'm like enjoying this right now and everything, and this is what I hear. Ew, it's electric. I'm like, bruh,
Oh man.
like I get it and all that stuff. Don't I'm trying to enjoy the moment here. Made it they made it through the maze and everything like that, and it's just like they're trying to enjoy the scenery. So it's just the entrance and all that stuff. And then I just hear, "Ugh, Like,
I mean,
I, I,
exactly. That was my question.
oh,
One thing I
I
was
was like,
telling Manny though, is I was like, dang, they kind of nerfed Shang Chi though, because
based based off comics.
based off comics, as long as like him being like super deadly with martial arts, because over here it looked like he was like just like above average. I'm like, oh man, imagine they just give him a little more push.
Well, maybe more, maybe now since like
Maybe he'll
especially
build up to it or
he'll
something,
build up,
but
especially now after
it's been
how everything
established.
ending and all that stuff. Yeah, he'll
yeah,
probably build up to it. Everything. I mean, let's talk about the bus scene in particularly and all that stuff because that was a scene I was like, because of course it's in the trailer and everything, but I think the since now seeing the whole thing for it,
I was like, where's my
uh,
phone at? So I could do like, hey guys, it's your boy.
let's yeah, particularly the guy. I always forgot it. Did he ever had a name? Really?
He introduced himself. I
I,
didn't care.
I was like, well, no, because
Do a flip guy.
it's well, yeah, the do it flip guy, just because it's the same guy from Spider-Man Homecoming and everything. And I thought that was really cool. Of like, I guess you can call that's how we're still in a universe. Still, we're still in the Marvel. That's okay. That's the one thing I want to bring up. I forgot to bring up for it. I like the fact that this didn't most of the time when watching this movie, I wasn't watching an MCU movie, though it is within the universe,
True.
so
That
Yeah.
is true.
and everything.
Like, we got hinted at everything of everything else, but
Yeah,
it
you
was still
saw
its
the
own
hints.
movie.
You saw the hint, like you saw the hints in the references to certain things and everything. And then, but at the end of the day, though, it just like this was its own thing and all
Like
that
our
stuff.
reoccurring favorite character,
Yeah,
Wong.
Wong, Wong and the Abomination, and all that stuff. That of course, Mandarin talking about the story of how the Americans were trying to use his character and his clan and all that stuff, and they gave him a bad name, pretty much.
After a food dish or something like that, right?
It was
Didn't he
after
say like,
he named it after an orange.
yeah,
He was like, people were scared of an orange.
yeah,
I love I it's but I love the fact that yeah, that's how that story just grows into its own thing. And then of course when we get to like and it's like it's not it doesn't universe build anything yet until we get to the mid credit scene. It's like, hey, okay, there's more to this.
Yeah, it's cool. Like how they let it be its own thing. It's like, oh, we're not even gonna invite anybody else.
yeah. 'Cause
In all
I feel
honesty,
like they
that's
could
how
have
like
easily
Shang-Chi
invited
is.
Wong if they wanted to.
What was that, Manny?
Oh, I said how like if they really wanted to, they could have easily just had Wong in that final fight as well. But it was cool that they didn't.
Yeah, but I don't even think it would make sense to have him in there.
Or they could have written them somehow. What I'm saying is like it's cool that they didn't add anybody.
I no, I got that, but I say even what you just said now, they could have written him in there. I'm just saying, even if they did, I don't understand it overall of why.
I don't know. Because he's Wong.
Because he's what?
He's Wong.
Because he's Wong.
Because he's Wong.
I mean, he
He's
was
the
at the Fight
only
Club.
Wong.
The Flight Club's a different thing, and all that stuff.
He
Because
was like,
Wong is one of those people. Looks like one of those people, especially when you watch him from Doctor Strange, and then of course Infinity War and Endgame. He seems like somebody like he needs like a stress reliever, especially now being around Strange and all that stuff. And I think that's it.
nah, dude, that's how he makes money. That's his side gig, dude.
I don't think
That's
that's how he
That
makes
makes.
money.
I mean, you can. You place bets and stuff.
yeah. He
But I don't think
places
he
bets on
makes money.
himself.
I don't think he
He
makes money
made
off it.
money.
I don't think he makes money off that. All that stuff. I think he does it just for fun.
I mean, how else
True.
does he afford his tea?
Uh, they
I
don't pay
mean,
for
does
it.
Sorcerer Supreme have like income of some sorts, right?
I don't think that's all necessary. I don't think they need like money to spend.
Maybe.
I'm just saying. I'm saying Wong doesn't do it for the money. He does it for the stress relief.
Essentially. For the training as well.
That too.
Training as well.
That too. That too. Let's see here. Anything else for you guys that you enjoyed about this movie?
That one guy had a cool mask.
The
That-
Anbu.
oh, the Death Dealer. I think that's what.
Is that his name? I don't remember his name. But
And
he had a cool mask.
I just see it and I'm like, ooh, it's like a Naruto reference here, like the Anbu.
I thought of Genji.
Humble-
Genji.
Of all things,
Yeah,
Genji.
yeah, dude. You know my record with Genji.
I just will not let go of that darn.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
This fool gets all. He finds out that he's a one trick Genji competitive for one game, and he's
it,
like he thinks he's
it
the king of
said
the
I
world.
had it said I had 98 accuracy with Genji. What?
Oh my gosh.
Mm-mm.
He's like, yeah, I hit all my shots.
Yeah, I just
He's
hit
like,
everything apparently.
you're like, for reference, that was 98 hits out of 2.
Yeah,
Missed.
they most likely were.
Um.
Oh man.
Let's see here. I one of the plot twists that caught me, like I was gonna say, was the sister
Mm.
being in the, being in it, and there's like, and then the thing is though, what's cool about her was more the fact that she wasn't like a how can I say this, like not useful. I guess you say she was
She
The
wasn't a
typical female
Sakura.
spot.
in a way, yeah. Like she had there was a reason for her to be in there, and it actually worked. Like
Yeah,
it paid through
Yeah.
and all that stuff,
and
especially
she was a badass.
yeah, and all that stuff like that little plot twist that we didn't know about really. Um, it was kind of a surprising to see, and then but also more surprising of how her journey went, movie, and all that stuff. But it felt nice to see where it went. Um, the other plot twist, it's more of a minor one, but it's more of a thing that I thought was actually a cool thing. They didn't make Sean and Katie like an actual couple; they were actual friends
I
throughout that
thought that
whole
was
Yeah.
movie.
tight.
That was good. That was like it was like
They
kind of,
did like hint towards it, but they
but it's
kept
not.
it
It's more friendship than it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more friendship. Like you can see, like
like
yeah, of course, there's like those little you think that's gonna happen and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's like
Yeah, yeah. It's
yeah,
realistic, people.
yeah.
exactly everything for all that stuff. So that was like the two things that I thought or like caught me off guard, but actually it was like kind of glad that it's like it turned out well for him. Um,
Yeah.
I want to let's see here.
Let's see.
The bus scene we got.
That bus scene was cool.
Bus scene was
Well, I will
amazing.
say, like the animation for like the dragon scene though,
Oh, the eating.
that was on point, dude. That was
And
visually
and the super soul
pleasing.
sucker.
Did you just call it the Super Soul Sucker?
That's what he
That's what they
called it.
called it. Yeah, they
That's what
called
they
it a
did
super
call
soul
it though.
Oh,
sucker.
okay. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
For that, I was like,
yeah, that's
what?
what they named it.
They're like, yeah, these mini soul suckers would feed the super soul sucker, and like, me and Shang Chi had to like use the help of the dragon, and like I
Oh,
shot the soul sucker in.
Yeah,
uh, that was yeah. The end, yeah. That whole scene right there, like I again, it was like it did feel a little bit long on certain spots that
Yeah,
extended. I didn't need it. Um, I feel like the fight scene between Sean and his dad. Yeah, we're just gonna call and everything. That was amazing. I love the fact of how it's like when he's the five of the rings now come to him, and it's how he
yeah, like
uses them
gold.
so differently from his father
oh
and
yeah,
everything. Like it's like his father is only coming from what we've seen. I think I don't know from what I remember, it's more within his arms. How else with Sean? It's like he uses his whole pretty much his whole body with the ring and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's
Like the
like
one, like the part
uh,
when he kicks him when he's trying to kick him, but he blocks him with his arm, but you see the rings on his leg on stuff for Sean, how
yeah,
it's everything, and he catches it, and that was like, oh, okay. And then of course now he has all 10 and everything for that stuff, and it's like he all of a sudden it's just like he's just all over the place and everything. It's like Peter Quill
it,
when he uses with the portals in Infinity War, but more 15 times more better and everything.
yeah, because he has moving all over the place, and he
Yeah,
can freely move around. He uses like
yeah,
as stepping stones for boost of offense and everything, while his father just uses it as like boosted of offense.
yeah. Okay, I forgot. I forgot. Since we're talking about fighting and all stuff, I want to bring up the beginning fight scene between the mom and dad and all that stuff when they first met.
Oh, that was
The
sexy.
dance of death.
That was
Yeah, yeah.
that is flirting to the to like the highest degree of everything
Yeah, dude.
and
That was
everything.
visually
And
pleasing.
it was, it really was, and everything. It was just so beautiful. It's like Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi lightsaber fighting, but just 50, like, again, just more actual better and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And, and now women are gonna want us to live up to this expectation, and we're gonna be like, crap. Not just kidding.
Yep. Now you gotta go to dojos and stuff
Mm.
to meet a girl.
Gotta go to dojos and swing club and swing
There you
dancing.
go,
Be like,
swing,
yeah,
Mm. It
swing
was
club.
it was
swing dojo. That's actually that actually sounds fire.
We're just gonna be like, yes, you like that?
and it's
Yeah.
just more of the flow and the movement of how everything went, especially with the mom, how she does her fighting style is
Yeah,
and everything. But it's like it works so well together when they're like actually like fighting and then
like a leaf blowing through the air.
He was an
and I like
airbender.
and then what's also about that kind of fight stuff, it kind of like when it gets to the part where Sean is training with his aunt and all that stuff, and you can already tell like there he is fighting. It shows like how it's like he fights more like his dad and not his mom and
Yeah.
everything. Because like especially how it's like when when he has the closed fist and she opens the hands up for him, and then all of a sudden you see a total difference with it. Now it was just like,
Yeah. He's
It's like,
oh
learning
and
the
now
ways
use a
of the
mix
air nomads.
of the both. Not just
yeah.
kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a firebender and then he was learning the ways of the air nomad. That's what happened.
And then he became the Avatar. Yeah.
It became the
Yep,
Avatar.
and then he became the Avatar and he saved the world.
This is 15 times better than the last Bender live action movie.
This is
Oh gosh,
Avatar in the
yeah. Don't
MCU.
don't. We don't even talk about that. You got to delete that VOD now.
Hey,
What are
remember?
you thinking of the new one that's coming out, by the way?
No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. We're talking about this movie, Manny. Don't get off
We're
topic.
talking about Sean.
Don't get off topic. This ain't the podcast for that
Let me
stuff.
add it to the doc.
We're talking about Sean and his drip. Okay. No,
Okay, let's talk about that drip. That armor, that the
Yeah,
red
that was
suit.
badass.
Oh my
yeah, yeah.
god, the red.
I did enjoy
Oh,
that. At least they kept like some color scheme for
oh yeah.
the helmet
I
and
think
everything.
that's
Yeah.
always. I think that's what I like about the MCU and what they try when they do. They always homage the comic as much as possible and
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah, but
especially when
still
it
trying
comes.
to make it look realistic though,
Yeah,
as well. That was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. That's why it's like that's the one thing I like about the MCU. As much as they don't try to do comic accuracy and all that stuff, which is understandable and all that stuff,
Definitely.
huh?
I saw. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do
That'd be
always
weird if Hawkeye was wearing purple spandex.
do their best to do make it more of a. They always try to homage comics at least as much as possible. So that way it's on.
Yeah.
Um, I like to also bring up the one of the who deserves the best actor for this movie, Trevor
Maybe.
Strattery.
Yep.
Trevor coming back into this movie, in being back in this movie since All Hail the King, the All Hail the King one shot technically, but of course Iron Man 3 and all that stuff. If you haven't watched the one shot All Hail the King, which is pretty much set after Iron Man 3, and then Trevor gets broken out by the real Mandarin. And everything, which is like one of the best one shots that was made.
It
Um
is.
and it's totally worth watching, especially if you're going into Shang-Chi. Oh, though we're already in Sparrow territory.
Wait,
Um,
quick question.
yes,
Speaking on one shots, so Captain Marvel, had long hair. Does that
that's
mean
not a
she
one
just grew
shot.
it
That's a
out
post
again?
credit scene.
No, I know, but
No, no, no. We're
it
getting to
reminded me.
no. Let's get back. We'll get to
Okay,
those. We'll
okay,
get to those later.
okay. We're
On
going to that
stuff.
later. Okay,
We're getting to
okay,
those later. On stuff. We're not gonna
okay.
jump. We weren't gonna jump into those yet because I want. That's more of like our discussion of since what's those two will set. Those two, whatever those two set.
Got it, got it,
Exactly.
got it.
Um. Oh yeah, Trevor. Um. Trevor is like Trevor. It was something I didn't know I needed in that when he came about. I thought he was just gonna be there in that scene and that's it. He carried on for the rest of the movie, but it was worth it to have keeping him
Yeah.
and all that stuff and everything. It was worth it and all that stuff. Teaching the kids how to play soccer,
Typical LA crackhead, you know? No, just kidding.
typical, like typical Englishman.
Oh gosh.
Teaching the kids how to play soccer while everyone else is training.
No, you're on the wrong side.
Yeah, he is from Liverpool.
He is from Liverpool.
Oh,
For that stuff. But yeah, I was like, and then of course, like I literally thought I'm not gonna lie, for a second there, I literally thought he was dead. I'm acting. I'm totally acting.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely did that. I was like, oh my gosh, this dude's acting. There's no way they would just do a scene there. They just focus in on him. He's like, shh, go, wait, I'm acting. I'm playing dead.
No, because it was like a brief second, and I was like, nah, he's probably just like out cold or something like that. I don't know and stuff like, and then like he's just like, no, I'm just acting right now. Don't worry about me.
Join me.
And then his pet rolls over.
What was the pet's name? I forgot.
Boris?
Boris.
Mochi?
Boris, yeah.
That was like Boris.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
Boris.
don't know. I'm
Yeah.
thinking Mochi right now because I'm hungry.
I have a friend
What's up?
whose dog's name is Mochi.
Mochi was
I believe that.
Mochi was nice. Mochi was cool. I liked Mochi and everything.
Mochi's cool.
Mochi was dope.
Mochi ice cream's good too.
He was like it's a 90% chance of you surviving. Oh, that's good.
Oh,
No.
that's-
Oh, my bad. 19%. Oh god.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
I mean, it's you know, it makes sense.
I mean, they
Take
took the
a risk.
chance.
They took
Yeah,
it and they went with it and all that stuff. And that maze
Yeah.
scene was totally worth it. On stuff at the end of the day because they went for it. I want to say something. I want to bring something about the Mandarin himself and all that stuff. And I think is he worthy of being a villain, such as like to those who live up to like such as like Killmonger, Thanos, and all that stuff, or particularly Killmonger because I love this story. I love his story about how because it is that more of he is a grieving husband who lost his wife, and at the end of the day, and then it's like he was this before his wife, he was this what you can call conqueror of sorts and everything like that, and just ruling, taking over everything. You know, and he met his wife. He made change. He stopped wearing the rings and all that stuff. But it was also the death of his wife that made him go back and turn him back to us instead of moving on like most like pretty much his kids in a way, even though they had to
Yeah.
run away and stuff in order to do that and all that stuff. And I thought that was a nice story and also especially how it came to the point where he pretty much sacrificed himself to save his son at the end of the day and all that stuff when and he was pretty much been obsessed of always getting his wife back and
Character
the mother of his
development in the
kids.
last 5 minutes.
Yeah. I thought it was nice to have that. And then, of course it's like he's always been that like when he's with his kids, it's like he's like he wants his kids, but he's just doing it in a way that he shouldn't.
Yeah, the change they definitely had to make from the comics.
Yeah.
Because the dude would have been like, oh yeah, screw you.
Yeah. Most definitely. Also, and I think that was needed and all for that stuff to make that work. And I thought it worked well for that.
Oh,
Seeing
yeah.
that, definitely. Anything else, guys?
Mm,
No.
Obviously, because I've been doing most of the
mean-
talking.
oh shoot.
Yeah, I
That-
mean, fight scenes was bad as hell. There was a flag of Madripoor in the background of that fight scene, in that fight pit arena
Okay.
stadium. That was dope. Little connections.
Oh,
And you got to see some Street Fighter.
Yeah. What's his name? E Honda? That's not E Honda. What was the name of that sumo guy from Street Fighter? What's his name? You know the game Street Fighter?
No,
You know how there's a
okay,
sumo
yeah.
of course.
guy? There's a sumo character. There's
Oh,
a
okay.
sumo character. I can't remember his name.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know.
E
his
Honda,
name.
yeah. It's
E
E
Honda,
Honda.
yeah, there was an E Honda looking character fighting a Ryu looking character. I thought that was badass.
Oh, speaking of
Uh,
what, speaking of the Fight Club and then MCU references and all that stuff. When they're going through like the smaller fights, the rooms in the small rooms, the one that they focused on the most was actually an extremist person from Iron Man 3, and then the person that were fighting was a Black Widow, uh the Black Widow
I
from
didn't
Yeah,
catch the Black Widow one. I only caught the extremist guy.
yeah, the extremist was fighting a Black Widow
Oh, okay.
and everything. So a little more
Well,
MCU
the
drops right
Honda
there.
was fighting Ryu, so
That's the
I
yeah,
that's what we
mean,
paid attention
that's the one.
to.
Yeah,
so that's a thing. They can make a connection there.
I love the fact that you're trying to make connections that don't need to be connected at all.
I want to
Street Fighter.
see
Johnson.
Street
You're
Fighter
trying. This ain't
and
Fortnite.
MC
This ain't Fortnite.
The 10 rings will return in Street Fighter.
Ryu and the Ten Rings as he searches for the quest of the Dragon Balls. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, that was a cool little nice reference. That was a little nice thing. Universe thing. Um, I guess we can talk about this before we go into the post credits in the future. So we do know timeline wise, this is set after Endgame
Well, yeah, definitely.
and all that stuff, and that's gonna lead into our first.
Oh, before we get into that, that one dude that spoke ABC was cool. I thought he was
Oh,
pretty
was
badass.
it Ron? Something like that.
Yeah.
He was like,
Yeah.
he
Ron or
said
JJ?
something like that. He was like he was speaking Mandarin and all stuff. And Katie was like, my Chinese not that good. Oh no, that's good. I know my ABCs. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
That dude is electric, dude.
I was like, okay, we'll see more of them.
Oh yeah,
I
definitely will
hope
see
so,
more of them.
yeah.
And everything.
Because he
So
was the sister's left hand, right? Or right hand
Right hand, yeah.
yeah,
at the end of the cutscene, huh? Okay.
yeah. So before I jump into that,
Yeah.
so okay, so as I mentioned, timeline wise, this movie is set post in game from everything, especially from the first mid credit scene. As we see Wong observing the 10 rings and all that stuff, he's mentioning not something mythic. Of course, we see Dr. Banner in human form, not as Hulk, and all that stuff with the sling. And of course, then there's nothing of within. It moves to Captain Marvel as it's not alien related to any sorts of what they know so far and everything. Of course, after spending what 20 something movies till Endgame, so many things.
That's the thing. What I do like about that is like they have like a little council. They have a council of the mythic art. They have a council of like the science art, and then they
Science
have
and
like a council of
aliens,
like alien
aliens and all that
artifacts.
stuff. Yeah. So it's like there's like those three are like your little council right there. Stuff that was pretty cool and all that stuff. And then like so it as far as when Sean activated the rings because it's I guess they weren't fully activated and all that stuff beforehand and all that stuff. Which
Used to like such a degree of power
I guess yeah, so how Sean uses it and everything.
because his dad only used it to like fight against humans. This dude uses it to like fight against the whole dragon thing.
Mhm, true. And so apparently within the rings itself, there's like something that's beeping like or a beacon and all that stuff. And it's
In game
just
2.0. No, just kidding.
in game 2.0. Um, I I don't have theories yet because I like to go through like other people's stuff and learn about stuff because I don't know much on Shang-Chi side of the Marvel universe with all the mystic arts and not the mystic mythical arts and all that stuff martial arts wise and everything. Arturo, you said you had something
Yeah,
about that?
yeah. I already forgot the dragon's name. Mandy, do you remember the dragon's name or still have it on your
Bing
phone?
Fang Boom.
Bing Fang Foam?
Yeah.
Ring Fang Boom. Yeah.
You
So that's something
go ahead.
I was telling him about and everything. Because remember their rings, what they wore them as armbands.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, obviously, they're not really made for humans. They're made for Ring Fang Foom because in the comics, that's what he used it for. They were his own personal rings that he used to control the different elements and crap.
Okay. So I which is a good thing, a good thought. And also, well, my thing is for the fact it's like because this came to the point of the Avengers and Wong, at least, and all that stuff, catching notice
Yeah.
about this and all that stuff is, and like I said, I don't know my Marvel lore that well on this side of the stuff. Is Boom more of a Avengers threat overall, or just something more within that particular style of?
Rings do have the potential of like all the Infinity Stones, just at a little bit of a lower threat.
Okay.
I will say that because they are very powerful artifacts.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, it's like it all depends on everything else, especially for the fact that now we do have. Oh, damn! I can't spoil that because you haven't seen Loki yet.
Man.
I can't spoil that yet. Fuck.
And then
I
not
think it's
only that, but
Galactus.
oh gosh,
What did you say,
but not
Manny?
only is it
I said I
Galactus.
think it's Galactus.
You
I feel like the protector that we saw in the Shang-Chi movie, I feel like that was a redone version of Fing Fang Foom. I don't think we're gonna get like an actual Fing Fang Foom.
Wait, the
No, I
protector?
don't.
You mean the dragon
Yeah,
No,
like the
no, no.
protector.
or
That
the?
wasn't a redone Fing Fang because like if anything, it also just depends on like how they want to use the rings
Hmm.
because like in in the movie they did treat the rings a little bit differently because like in the comics the rings are
Or actual
treated
rings?
as their actual
Yeah,
rings. And not only that, but
Didn't the rings
they
have different
control
powers? Yeah, didn't the rings
they
have
all
like?
yeah. Each
control a
ring has a
different
different
element.
element.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like, fire, ice, earth, water, air, lightning, and then like four other I can't remember.
Yeah. So yeah, so like
But
these 10 rings seem to have something more than that, and actually I'm excited about that.
yeah,
See where
so
this
it just
goes.
depends on like where they take the rings and I'm like, ooh.
I need you to see Loki because I don't and everything like that because
Yeah,
I don't know if
that's
it
I
like in my
mean,
I don't know if that's gonna affect. I don't know if that might help you, might understand you some things with what's going on there.
I still think it's Galactus because look, check it out. So you got the teaser in Spider-Man, right? You got
Teaser.
the Fantastic Four teaser in the Spider-Man trailer.
What Fantastic
Okay,
Four teaser in Spider-Man
when
trailer?
he's flying by the building that used to be Stark Tower, it's a new building, and it says 1, 2, 3, and then the circle that's supposed to say 4 is blank.
That was in No Way
Um,
Home.
nah, that was in this one.
No, it was in No Way Home.
Yeah, but the building's in this one already done.
What was it?
Yeah, yeah. He
How?
flies through it.
No, how was it done when literally No Way Home? What am I saying? No Way. Far From Home. Far From Home. That's what I meant to say. That teaser was in Far From Home.
No, I don't think it was.
The second movie, yes, it was. That little
Then it
teaser
should
about the
be.
building,
Then it should
yeah,
be either under construction
it's still
or
under. It's most
it's already
likely.
done.
It's most likely still under
Well,
construction because
still a
it's
teaser then.
and all that stuff. It's not even. It's like a teaser. It's like a teaser that hasn't been talked about since that movie.
Exactly. Okay, so you got that right.
Here we go with
Then
the
you got
theories.
Eternals. Then you got Eternals saying that there's a weird cataclysmic thing coming towards Earth. So you got a lot of, how do you say it? Beacons, as you would say. I mean, some point or later, Galactus is gonna notice. Is what I'm saying.
maybe.
Yeah,
Galactus is either starting to come or is gonna start to come. Is what I'm saying.
I mean,
There's too much stuff going on with Earth right now that Galactus wouldn't notice.
well, that depends because you have to. We also have to realize, like, well, it's all happening. It's technically all happening at once with everything that's been happening so far in the MCU. Everything
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So it's like that's the one thing because it's like I don't know, especially because I can't even say his name right now, which sucks. All that stuff.
I'll do it.
And
Kang.
Kang the Conqueror? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, he knows who it is.
Here, if anything, here, look at it. See? I downloaded
Yeah.
Disney Plus again.
watch Loki, please.
No, you don't need to.
Well,
You should,
Yes.
but you
No.
don't need to, but you should.
Yes, he does need to.
You can watch the YouTube
okay, it's only
commercial
it's only six
video.
episodes,
That's
yeah.
just yeah. It's 6
Yeah,
episodes. Yeah.
and a really good 6 episodes.
I'll go ahead and add that to my playlist.
You use that? I don't use that on Disney Plus. I
I'll
don't
add that
use
to my
Mm.
Disney.
playlist. What if series?
All I'm saying is like I want it's like I don't want to theorize something else when he doesn't know the whole story about within Loki.
Continuation next week. I should be done.
Exactly. I for
Shang-Chi.
right now,
Yeah.
because for me, it's like if this is setting up Galactus in some way. I mean, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like for me, it doesn't feel like it's gonna be. It's setting up Galactus in any way. That's just me and all that stuff. I think it's something else and all that stuff. I mean, if it is, that's awesome. Everything that stuff, but it's like right now. I think for me, it's just like because I'm in the now and I just want to know like what's here and all that stuff. And I want to like see what could happen and all that stuff. But it's like for me, Galactus is just like I would love to see Galactus in the MCU. Um, but for me, it's just like I can wait for that and all that stuff, especially with setting what how everything else is setting up right now and all that stuff.
Do a super team of Galactus and Kang, dude.
What?
Do the mega powers of the MCU, Galactus and Kang in the same as a team. That'd be
Oh,
badass, dude.
oh,
Yeah, dude, it happened one time and it shocked the world when Hulk Hogan and Macho Man teamed up.
that is
It's
so.
gonna happen again when Galactus and, and King team
Oh
up.
gosh.
When the mega powers team up again.
Anyways,
Ooh.
back to the credits. Back to the credits scene, but because we're starting to do his out there theories and all.
Tell me it wouldn't be badass though to see King and Galactus in the same team
No,
fighting like all the Avengers. It'd be
no,
badass.
that's just me though. All that stuff. Um. Anyways, back to it's like so the one thing that was interesting was Carol leaving abruptly and all that stuff. I don't know if that's gonna relate to anything with her movie.
Because not only that, but like it might have something to do with the beacons as well.
With her leaving so quickly.
Yeah, because like something could be coming from the other side of the universe, and it's already causing disruption. And she's like, "Oh, there's an issue. I need to go."
I mean, like I said, I don't know if it's something really with her movie that's coming out pretty soon. Um, of course, like they both leave and all that stuff. He's like, "Welcome to." Banner's like introduce welcoming them to the chaos to the madness of what they are part of now, and all that stuff. And then
Like,
Wong's like, it's everything's gonna change from here and from now on, and all that stuff. Like, and then they're like introduced to this to whole new world, all that stuff. And then like it's like what we could do, and all that stuff. Going to karaoke. Um,
such a pretty face. Oh wait, no, it's such a lovely face. Such a lovely place. Such a pretty face. God damn
so
it.
the one other thing, more particular to Banner and all that stuff, because he is gonna be in the She Hulk show for Disney Plus. Are we still gonna see? Is he still gonna have the arm sling and all that stuff?
Yeah. Which
Will he still be in
stinks.
shambles?
This is bullshit.
What?
Hulk is a bomb ass character. He should have healed by now.
True.
I mean, it's probably more. There's probably more to it.
Chop his arm off, send him to Wakanda, give him a metal arm or something. That'd be badass, actually.
They chop his arm off,
Give
he'll
him a
get a new one.
vibranium.
I love the
Give
fact
him
of
a
how you try to make this.
vibranium Hulk arm. That'd be Hulk with the vibranium arm would be unstoppable, dude.
And then,
How
imagine
would
how
that?
funny that would be though, because like think about it. Banner's just gonna be looking around the Hulk arm the whole
A
time,
big old arm
True.
on one side and
That's
everything.
true. Actually, I didn't
and
think
then
about that
just
part.
Like see
or
this is how many thinks things. He doesn't think about the other thing about what's about something like particularly Hulk because there is Banner still and he does go back to human form and everything and he just immediately thinks no just give him a Wakandan Hulk arm. I was like what's that? I was like
Here,
once in a while
Wakanda tech with alien tech
I don't know if
to make
do
it
that.
shrink whenever he goes back to Banner form.
that's just nanotech right there.
Vibranium nanotech Hulk arm.
Stark could do it.
If you
Stark would be Stark
Yeah.
and Shuri team up to give Hulk
Hey,
the
Fury.
oh
yeah
yeah, yeah. I thought he said
team up
Siri for a second. I was
Stark
like,
and Siri. Yep, yep. gonna have Alexa in it as well. It's gonna have Alexa.
Jarvis is gonna be like, all right, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so that's there. That's our universe building post credit scene right there. Which is exciting to see, and because I feel like still now it's like I feel like there's like so many plot points that are happening right now after watching all this stuff. Um, and then on to the final post credit scene, which is more Shang-Chi related and all that stuff. Yeah, the sister didn't disband the Ten Rings. She made it her own.
Under new management, it's Fight Club 2.0.
Pretty much.
Yep.
All that stuff. So it's like what are we gonna see here? It's like, is this more of like
A League of Assassins, yeah.
like like the sisters are gonna be like the next baddie, or is it more of like the sister is
She
like
already is. You get it. Uh, bad joke. Because you were
I
like, the
understood.
sister is the sister gonna be the next baddie, and I was like, she already
Yeah, no,
is.
I already got it.
I was like, wait, what? Well, I meant, and what I meant by that is
The next villain.
the
I know what
next,
you meant.
yeah, like the next villain, or is it more of like she does her own thing? She'll let her brother like do what he needs to do and all that stuff, and like they may have to like team up or something.
What I'm thinking is like she's gonna use like that organization to take down like other corrupt organizations.
The exact something like
Like
that,
the Red Room.
Yeah,
like that. Well, Red Room's already destroyed, so
Oh, that's true.
because like that's
That
what
would have
I'm
been cool
thinking
though.
she's gonna use it for. Because she's like, yeah, I'm not gonna freaking throw this place away. This is like
it
The
just
dope
my
compound.
I'm sorry. I like the fact that when we were talking about other corrupt organizations, Manny brings up Red Room. Timeline wise, it's already destroyed.
Not that we know of. What if like one of them existed, and they were like, "Nah, fam, I
One
want
of
to
them
bring it back."
exists. One of them existed. What do you mean?
Like one of them was still mind controlled. That'd be crazy.
Long
Or
time.
there was another sector within the Red Room.
You literally have to like literally think that through. Of like, yeah, if someone was, what if that brain operation also got snapped and everything like that too? Because you remember that happened there too.
Yeah.
The person came back and snap. And all.
Or during the snap, they were rebuilding.
or she's just the Yakuza.
True. That could be another one.
Why would they? That's what I'm saying, man. It's like why? What I'm saying is like those people that tried prior rebuilding or hat did get snapped.
Or they didn't get snapped, and that's why they were able to rebuild during the years that people were snapped.
Kind of. So I'm kind of upset. I'm not gonna say I'm not upset, but it's more of like I was kind of like, see, like if this movie was made during was during the blip and everything, because that would have been an aspect of it. See what it happens.
Oh yeah.
But I think it helped out though, just to see of how like especially with the mid credit, how the mid credit scene went and all and everything like that, and how that's the other thing. How did Kara grow her hair that fast?
Uh, she
The
has a lot of
Infinity
biotin.
Stone.
She's on biotin. She's taking a lot of supplements, and
She has the power. She has the power of of an infinity stone. And you say, did you say she's using cosmetics to grow her hair?
yeah, dude, biotin's really strong, dude. Biotin's really strong. And, there's a lot of over-the-counter medications that can grow nails and hair really fast.
With the space stone?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But no, but yeah, but back to the sister though. It's like so. It's like because it does say the Ten Rings will return. Now, will that be in a potential sequel? Maybe as like a Disney Plus show, maybe for this and all that stuff.
That'd be cool. Like her name, I can't say her name. I'm not gonna try because that it would come out weird. And the Ten Rings would be cool, like on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Isn't it like Shao Chi, right?
Oh,
No,
totally not that.
some.
It's like yeah.
It's along those lines. I just can't remember. She didn't have like a Sean or anything like she.
Oh, she Darling, I think it says.
Yeah.
Shaling. Okay.
for that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, Sha Ling and the Ten Rings, not Sha Ling and the Ten Rings. Yeah, Sha Ling and the Ten Rings as a Disney
Jaling.
Plus show would be cool. Sha Ling, Ling. That's what I said. Sha Ling.
It sounded like you said Ja, Jal Chi or something like that. I was like, what?
What? No.
It sounded
I
like it
said
a bit.
Sha
That's what.
Ling. I
Like,
was like, what? I just said that.
I'm just making sure.
Oh yeah. And it would be a cool Disney Plus show, like her growing the Ten Rings organization back to what it was.
What it was,
That'd be
or
pretty
what,
cool.
how different it could be.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm like, this is what I get for going through Google.
Okay. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, next up is Eternals in November, and Spider-Man No Way Home, December,
Yep,
and
yep.
then the Multiverse of Madness after that.
Which will be fun.
It's gonna be so much fun.
The year
Really
went by
good.
so fast.
Phase 4 has, I guess, technically begun. Well, I mean, it's always begun. I think this one opened up to.
Yeah.
Also, I think Loki starts it, just brings it up to a bar and all that stuff.
Do you think the multiverse is gonna be like the flashpoint of like
No,
CW, where
no,
like
No,
they just use it to explain everything? Like,
please don't.
no,
they're like,
no. That's technically What If right now.
yeah, that's true.
What If is the multi of what's happened since then.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
good show. Good show.
Well, I'm gonna go watch it again today, actually. So this will
That
be
oh
fun.
that was gonna be the other that was gonna be the question I was gonna bring up right now actually. Or will like are you do you plan on watching this again?
Again, yeah, not today though. I haven't listened to today.
I didn't I didn't mean today. I'm just asking you. I'm just asking you, girl.
But
Yeah, no,
yeah,
I
it's
can definitely see
be
myself
interesting.
seeing this again. Think I'm gonna take my mom's to go see it.
Yeah, I
Think
might.
she enjoy
I'm
it.
probably. I mean, either though. I don't know. I'm probably thinking. I'll probably go with you tonight. Maybe
I
if
mean,
there's a seat
I'm watching
open.
it at 3:30.
Oh, at 3:30.
At 3:30.
Okay, I'll
Let's
see.
see.
But
I
that's if
got
seats
like
open. That's if seats open. If
He's
not,
currently getting tickets.
you got the ticket right now. Oh, so
let's see. I'll let you know what seat I got right now. But doom. I
wait.
got seat J14.
Is it just wait? Didn't you say someone else was going with you?
Me and Caleb, yeah.
Mm.
We'll talk about this. But let's end the video here. This has been a no name reaction to the Shang-Chi, I don't know, and the Legend of the Ten Rings from Marvel
Sean and the
Studios.
Ten Rings.
You know, so
Or
Sean
I
and the
could, we
Ten
could end it
Rings.
off like this. I'll
Sean and
go
the Ten Rings.
outside and I'll do a front flip.
We thank
You
you
guys
for
are
what
going to see
we
Sean
thank
and
you for we thank you for watching this video and everything. Don't you can always catch us if you're. This is a video that's only exclusively to YouTube. So if you're watching this, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications so that way you know when our videos go up. Also, the No Name Podcast is also on here every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, where me and Manny just talk about the most random stuff there is and all that stuff. But we have a good
Yep.
time with it at least and all that stuff.
Yep.
But other than that, glad you watched this. We hope to see you next time.
Speaking of which, did
Bye.
you know